done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. More action and no talk. I went quiet on him.
BA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. These teams will be right back here in 2 weeks for Super Bowl 58 as we are underway from New Orleans. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. These two rivals played 2 of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning them the NFC West and earning them the #1 seed. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Jackson on 1st down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down. Now it's Jackson. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. 1st and 10. Wilson, the Seahawks take over now. 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. This is Jones. Aaron gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Wilson. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And 11 at the 33-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, he'll drop this underneath for Jones. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the 2nd level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. They got to get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it should be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
It's a pickup of
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Their 49-yard line.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
The penalty does everything but get them a first down. It's close here on 2nd and inches. Here's Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson, sliding out of the pocket. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 22.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
On 3rd down, Jackson completes it to Samuel. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And this is good for a first down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. And Jackson throwing once more. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
That's another.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson. Buying time to his left. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll set up a screen for Breida. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
No gain on the play.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon, and think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. You've got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete. It's now second and 10.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Wilson. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. They'll run it with Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Play action. It's Wilson. Rolling to his right. Looking downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6.
And in the run-up to this championship game, so much was made about how would this offense hold up on the road in a hostile environment. Well, that's not the definitive answer, but what a great first answer from them, that big play right there.
An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
56 for my team. Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Mike's 56.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 75 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
The kick is good.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now Wilson on first down. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. From the shotgun, Wilson is going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
This is third down.
Third and long, it's Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. The left side completion to Jones. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
And 8 at the 43-yard line.
Flush to his right. Going up top for Kupp. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's true.
That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Jackson on first down. And this one is incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
He'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Jackson looking to throw on third. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jordan Brooks coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up fourth. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
10-10 at their own 39-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
He's brought down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They'll roll him out right. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Play action. Now Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. 30, 20. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They run again with Breida, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10.
Makes the score Niners 17, Seahawks 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
To Aaron Jones.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 40. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
1st and 10.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Seahawks 10.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. On the
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
At the 6-yard line.
This is Breida. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Just shy of the goal line. A gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and goal.
And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter. This possession, gigantic. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson on the run. He'll let it go deep, right sideline.
Wilson
had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
1 yard to go.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. It's caught. Jones. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 41. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Debo Samuel there to make the grab. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down, Seattle.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Sliding out of the pocket. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 40. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
On the tackle.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their backs really against the wall now, and we knew how tough it would be for them. You're coming on the road. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That goes for a gain of 31. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
The intended target was Chris Godwin, and now it's 2nd down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a 1st down as he stopped at the 48. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for Chris Godwin. It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again. Wilson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. O.J. Howard, 29 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. One last shot for Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. So, Charles, oh so close on one side to getting to that Super Bowl. Oftentimes, we just show the stage and the glitz and the glamour and the confetti. You sometimes forget about those guys going home. It's got to be tough.
It's got to be beyond tough because